Breaking news, a teddy bear covered in human skin was found outside of a gas station. Authorities in California say they were called to the area around 12:30 p.m. on July 13th. This was after they were following up on a report of a, quote, object that appeared to be human remains. This was per a written statement from the San Bernardino Sheriff's Office. Witnesses described the bear as having a face-like piece sewn onto its head, along with what appeared to be skin-like material stitched all over its body. Shortly after the call came through, authorities investigated and a coroner came and removed the teddy bear. It was then taken away for further investigation.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a not quick video, kind of medium, just with different topics. Is no subject based today. My bad that I've been gone, I realized, for a good little minute than my normal schedule. Life be lifing, but as always, I'm always good. So, but no, I had to take care of some stuff with my kids. I didn't realize, y'all, school is like approaching extremely fast. And my oldest is in Catholic school. So we've been working on summer reading books and summer math, just trying to get her caught up because they give a buku homework for the summer. And so since she's going to 7th grade, technically, she's in middle school, she has to keep reminding me of that. And my little one, she has disabilities. So that is my sweet little Stinky. And so is my oldest too, but she's my big sweet little Stinky. But my little one is disabled. So she have stuff that we have to get in regards to that and making sure that she have everything she needs to have a productive school year. So, and like I said, I didn't realize it was like less than a month away. And then my oldest, like I said in my last video, it wasn't in my live. She started band camp last week, and that was something because guess what? Band camp is like all day school, but then halfway through, we got to go bring them food. Then it just be like a bunch of, so we got one more week of band camp. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. That's a spill on my life. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, no matter what that weapon is. But I'm not going to hold y'all. I can't find my glasses. I have to find my glasses before. So I'm not going to hold y'all. Let's get to the content. I already rambled. It's like 3 minutes of a welcome, and that wasn't what I was trying to do. But let's get to the content, y'all. So without any further ado, go grab whatever you need to chill with me, and let's get to it. Let's go.
Project Mockingbird, other projects that have gone on forward. We have intelligence officials with the Air Force who have confirmed they would carry, quote, bags of cash to national and local media to alter stories and corrupt journalists. This is a well-known tactic. It's provable. We have a document actually from the 90s during the Bush administration, early 90s when George H.W. Bush was president in 91, where the CIA was talking about the people they have on all the major media to alter stories, change stories, kill stories on behalf and on the request of the CIA. So this is not a conspiracy theory. It's a fact that's provable. And this is one of the other problems is that, I tell this story of being with Bob Schwartz in New York in the early 90s. And he was on the board of Time Life, and then that became AOL, Time Warner, CNN. And he was good friends with Mike Wallace at 60 Minutes. And he said, look, we've all become scribes taking dictation at the right hand of the king of these covert programs. And he said the fourth estate, the free press, is dead. Now, he told me that almost 30 years ago. So I think that the public and our officials need to understand that some of the basic tenets of our democracy have been, at least on this issue, completely overtaken by corrupt interests.
So I was writing on my notes and then my pen decided to go out. Lovely. But all of the major like companies, television stations, it's like a subgroup of a bigger picture. And it's a small amount of people that own these companies at the top. So it's like I guess well, I won't say pyramid, but maybe like a spider's web. But like, I don't know if you guys remember in school when we used to have to do like the topic at the top and then, matter of fact, a family tree like that, just like a family tree. And it branches down. But if you start to go and snake back up, they all owned by a certain group and invested by certain groups like BlackRock and State Street and Vanguard. Say State something, I can't think about it right now, but Vanguard Group, it's a small percentage of big heavy investors that's investing in these same companies. So it's like, it's just all corrupt, honestly, y'all. But let's go.
Process. Now, what I am seeing is Jay-Z's beginning. Okay, so the succession of being unraveled in the next 3 years starts with a burglary of something. So Jay-Z is in the process of having some connection to missing burglarized items. That's the first marker. And I'm not sure what it is he steals. I don't know if this is a stolen song, a stolen item, a stolen car. I don't know what it is. But it is a burglary of something I have stolen. And now I'm being accused of taking this.
I remember when Sloan said this, and I like Sloan Bella. If you aren't subscribed to her on YouTube, go and subscribe to her. She has been saying the downfall of these celebrities for years, like years. When Diddy was still, she was saying it. So all I could say is, spot on. But if anybody remember my old videos, I also let you guys know too. It's crazy because I've been talking about this stuff that's going on now in the world years ago. And people used to look at me like I was crazy, like something was like, what's wrong with you? You all right? But it's like now that it's coming to fruition. Do you know how haters be? Haters won't even tell you was right. They won't even give you your flowers. And a hater could be the person that is the closest to you or the furthest from you. It don't even matter.
Y'all, Beyonce's team was allegedly robbed in Atlanta, and this was no regular smash and grab either. We're talking unreleased music, set lists, tour footage, and designer items all gone. So this happened on July the 8th, and it was two key members of Beyonce's crew. It was her longtime choreographer, Christopher Grant, and her dancer, DeAndre Blue. So they were out in Atlanta, and they parked their rental Jeep Wagoneer at a parking garage near Krog Street Market. They go about their business, but when they come back to the car, the back window's been smashed in and two full suitcases are missing. Inside those bags were hard drives and jump drives, and those allegedly contain unreleased Beyonce music, show set lists, footage from rehearsals, and even plans for upcoming Atlanta shows. And the high-end stuff that they took, designer glasses, laptops, AirPods, and other valuables. But the music and tour content, that's what has the fans shook. We're talking about exclusive files, watermarked, private, and not meant for the public at all. Now, the Atlanta Police Department did get involved immediately, and the investigation is still active, but here's what they found. They used the Find My feature connected to the stolen AirPods, and that led them to a possible suspect's location. They stopped the car, reportedly a red 2025 Hyundai Elantra, and while no arrests were made, they did collect fingerprints and are still reviewing the surveillance footage from the garage. So somebody has already been questioned, but so far nobody's been officially charged. But y'all let me know what you think about everything in the comments below.
That sounds and smells to me like a setup. They would pick that. I almost say Pacific because I be having trouble. I be having to force myself to pronounce specific. I don't know. It's just one of those things. But that specific car Things that make you go,
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would.
Don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going.
he don't want to release him because he know he on it. He don't want to release it because he knows he's on it. Once again, he don't want to release it because he knows he's on it. Remember my video when I said it's all connected? They all be partying. Look, all the Democrats, Republicans, all them people, they party together. They friends. They enemies in your face and friends behind the scene. You even had an interview years ago when they asked him about Jeffrey Epstein, and he said out of his own mouth, well, yeah, you know, he likes him young. He know that man. He know he was out there. All their names is on that list. It's names that would shock you that's on that list. And that's why it's not coming out. But you know, he always do that. Now, I will agree with something. It is fake news because this is why I put that in the beginning. All of this is a propaganda. Like they talk about North Korea and all these other places like that are living in a society where it's really like a dictatorship. But low key, America is. And the crazy part about it is that they have brainwashed American society to make us feel as though we live in the land of the free and the home of the brave when we don't.
Didn't I tell y'all when y'all see this face that I'm about to drop a truth bomb on you? Jay-Z's alleged son is taking him to court. Woo! So much things are getting exposed for real. What y'all think? I believe that this is his alleged son for real. Just look at it. Look. Oh, he look like the mama, but he look like Jay-Z. You see that, right? Y'all, let's listen to these clips.
Try to contact me in any type of way, and that's all I'm asking. Is like, I honestly really want the case to be over with. Like, I've been going through, just like I said, a lot, and as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person enough, but I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth, and if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with.
For many years, Jay-Z didn't just refuse to take the paternity test, but he never even acknowledged the allegations, pretending like he wasn't hearing the internet talk about it. He ignored his son and his story and just moved past the allegations. But with all the recent allegations that have been made about Jay-Z and minors, the internet has started to ask some questions, especially after Amir filed a lawsuit against Jay-Z, accusing him of ignoring his request to take a paternity test to prove if he's his father. The lawsuit also claims that Jay-Z has been using shady methods to silence his son and prevent them from exposing him. Now, this has everyone questioning if Jay-Z is really this man's father. After years of remaining silent and ignoring the allegations, Jay-Z has finally decided to acknowledge it and respond in court. Recently, he and his lawyer responded to the lawsuit filed by Amir, calling him a liar and a fraud who is just fabricating stories. He asked the judge to dismiss the case and clear his name. This is something Jay-Z is becoming famous for, using his money and lawyers to silence anyone saying anything he doesn't like. While Jay-Z is denying this man being his son verbally, for some reason, he won't take the paternity test to prove it factually. He wants the courts to drop it so that he doesn't have to take the paternity test. I wonder why. It's most likely because he knows he's guilty. He knows he's the kid's father, and most importantly, he knows he's a PDF.
The woman was younger than Jay-Z when all this happened too.
It's not a surprise that Jay-Z hooked up with a 14-year-old. We all know he likes them young. Kendrick should have made the song about Jay-Z instead of Drake, as Jay loves them young and he's always liked them in their teens. He knows that if he takes the paternity test, he's cooked. It would prove that he indeed impregnated a teenager as a 20-something-year-old, which makes him a PDF file.
I have said this in previous videos. Take the test. Let me tell you something. If you can't see the resemblance, I don't know what's wrong with you. It has to definitely deal with the age difference. And once again, you know the old saying, birds of a feather flock together? Well, he has connections to Epstein, R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, Diddy, Russell Simmons. Like, birds of a feather flock together. But I will say this, and in regards to I don't know if you guys remember the Busby case with the woman that said that he did that allegedly when she was a minor. He uses his money, his legal team, and his the people perception to beat out these cases.
Who would have thought that in 2025 entire subway stations would be underwater? Well, a few of us actually. But like usual, just wait till you see what I found. And dinosaurs coming too? Hold on. By the way, did you know yesterday in Texas they opened a dam for the first time in 6 years and the landscape in people's backyards looked like this? Now meanwhile, there's people going through that and that as we speak, still in Kerrsville and surrounding areas looking for people to rescue, navigating through dangerous waters and dangerous snakes and all that stuff. And we're not even talking about the possible hurricane that might be heading towards Texas in a few days. By the way, where are all the people that kept telling us this weather was normal and it happens every single year? Oh, I want to show you all this right quick. This is a video from Jesse Lynn over on Twitter. These are all flood warnings going on right now in the last few days, and this list never ends. Fast forward. You get it. It doesn't end. Now we know the flooding last night was in New York and New Jersey, right? Completely unrelated, 1000% not relevant whatsoever. Check out this air pollution map right here. Where do you notice has the worst air pollution? And also that's down there in Mexico, right? This was down here in Mexico last night going into today. And yes, we know that New Jersey, New York generally has bad air quality, but it's way off from the average. In Mexico. Wonder why. Oh, and in other news, at the same time with Jurassic World Rebirth coming out, perfectly preserved dinosaur embryo found inside an ancient egg. I think they mean dragon, but you get the point. Actually, should I show you what I decoded in one of the Jurassic Park movies? Let me know below. It's very crazy, biblical even.
I might have to go and put that in the next video because that's interesting. I would like to see what that's about. But yeah, they be doing too much. And, you know, my heart and prayers and thoughts go out to anyone that's devastated or lost anything in these floods. You know, I'm not surprised.
They think that you went too far.
I don't care.
I
don't care. Oh. There is no too far. I don't play like that. So that's why you don't play with me.
Right.
That's why you don't play with me.
Right.
There is no too far.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
Forever.
Is there any
Leave
time?
it alone.
Leave
me be. Leave me be because there's no too far. Right. That's how it goes.
But
that's the thing. No. They won't play by. That's the thing.
Is there any
that's
time
the problem.
You felt like you went too far?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I never go too far. There is no too far. There's no too far. Absolutely. Promise you.
Did you ever feel like that?
I never felt nothing. And anybody who ever told me that I went too far, I never spoke to him again. I was like,
all fair love and war.
Like, I don't care. Like, bro, like, for real. Like, just being totally honest.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. And I think they know it.
Right.
Like, they know it. Right. All parties know it.
Right.
Cause you know what? Because, and it's simply because, like, it's at this point, none of it's a game to me. Like, none of it. And I'm like,
do you believe they're hiding more land from us? Well, I do. And I'm not even talking outside of the ice walls. The ice walls that surround our level flat realm and contain all the water of the oceans. No, I'm talking places like the North Pole where they just show desolate water. And maybe even places near Australia. Because when you look at old maps, like this Mercator map from 1569, you see places like this, and when blown up, look like this. And this North Pole, where they show that desolate water, is no longer on the maps. Now, did this disappear, or are they just hiding what our compasses are drawn to in the center of our flat realm? Because not only do they have treaties like the North Pole Treaty that prevents any independent travel to this area, but they also spent millions of dollars and thousands of hours of manpower creating what they call the dew line that is supposedly supposed to detect if anyone is coming across to the United States. But in my opinion, it's to detect if anyone's going towards that center.
Above the Arctic Circle comes the first film report of a 3,000-mile radar warning network across the top of the world. The Distant Early Warning Line, the DEW Line. In camps like this, from Baffin Bay across the continent to the Bering Sea, 5,000 men are working. With steam-assisted pile drivers, they're forging an electronic chain to give North America 6 hours of warning of enemy attack.
And that creation of that dew line just coincidentally happened to come a few years after Admiral Richard Byrd took a flight to the North Pole and didn't report seeing ice and snow, but land areas consisting of mountains, forest, green vegetation, lakes and rivers, and even an animal resembling a mammoth. So not only do I think they're hiding things in the north, but I think they're hiding things in the south. Because Lord knows, these controllers of the world, they like to put things in plain sight in movies. And when you look at current maps or globes, and they look like this, but they show us this. And when you look at the logo for the United Nations, that just happens to be a flat Earth map, in Australia, looks a bit longer than in the normal maps. And when you look at the Hammond map, that just happens to be the map that all the pilots use and happens to be an exact match for the flat Earth map, and again, Australia looks longer than they show us, you have to ask yourself, would they hide land from us? Would they hide it so we don't know the exact nature of this realm we live in? Would they hide it so they can have their own private islands, not governed by any officials? I know what I think, but I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. And as always, this video was only opinion. I wasn't serious. It's satire and just entertainment. And if you want to show off your critical thinking skills with some apparel, check out fittestflatearther.com. Peace.
Not the peace, but it's all deceptive. They be lying.
Freemasonry is the oldest fraternity in the world and among the oldest continued organizations in history. Now, the Masons trace their origins to the local guides of stonemasons that from the end of the 14th century regulated the qualifications of stonemasons and their interactions with authorities and clients.
At the East Gate. Grandmaster Hiram F., I'm glad to meet you, Buster Long. Give me the secrets of Master Maester, I will take your life. This is no time and place, no man, no secrets. Talk not to me about time, place, nations, or the completion of the temple. Give me the secrets of a Master Maester, I will take your life.
Now, modern masonry consists of two main recognition groups, which is the volume of sacred law, such as the Bible, the Quran, or other.
I have to find the other part of that video, and I'm gonna put it in the next video. I gotta make myself a note. But I will say this: the checkerboard be everywhere. The checkerboard pattern. I want to give you guys a a task. For the next week. Any movies you watch, look and see if you see the checkerboard pattern. Whether it's on the floor, somebody's clothes. It could be the white and black. It could be different. Just look and see, and let yourself know and let this resonate in your head that it's all connected. It's all propaganda, and they will let you know by the symbols and language in which they use. It's all there.
We've been lied to. Remember the term church? Or circe, C-I-R-C'-E. Well, the term circe, circle, circulation of the body, circulation of news. So the term mother church or circe. So Christ never said, upon this rock I will build my circe, prior to the 325 AD conference in Nicene, Turkey. So what these demons of the Vatican did, through Constantine the Great and his girlfriend, Pope Sylvester, and the 365 bishops from around the Roman Empire, let's, through replacement theology, let's extract from the word the term body of Christ, and let's put in its place the name of the goddess of Greece and Rome, church or Circe.
Well, people in comments say that the word church comes from the Greek word ecclesia.
We've been lied to. So this term church must never be echoed through our mouth, because the term church, Circe, even on not just Wikipedia, all throughout any lexicon, any internet connection, the term church or Circe also means pharmakia.
Nah, so I had took a pause to go try to research this, and it's going to need a little bit more time investigating. However, what I did find is this. So Circe is connected to the Greek goddess in regards to sorcery, and it is connected to pharmakia, which is pharmacy, which is Hermes. That's another topic. But they're saying that church did derive from that as a root word, but not really. So that's this other part. So I need to do some more investigating and then some more digging, and I'm gonna put this in another video because I need to know. But let's go to the next video.
Yellowstone National Park this morning, and it is throwing the scientific community into a tizzy, wondering why they are leaving. Grizzly bears are not known to travel in herds like this all at once and great distances, and they are headed towards Salt Lake City, Utah. I reported earlier this week about the mountain lions that left Yellowstone. That was
Colorado, and now the scientific experts think that they've been there for 20 to 25 years. Unbeknownst.
Did you hear that last week, mysteriously, hundreds of mountain lions have been leaving Yellowstone National Park, headed south to Salt Lake City, Utah, and it's baffling the scientific experts of like, why would they be leaving all of a sudden? We've never seen this behavioral edge amongst the mountain lion populancers in any locale, in any state or geography. And it's not just one or two or three of them that are leaving. There's hundreds, and you can see these three just...
Did you hear about the huge mystery that all the cats in the state of Florida and in southern Georgia are traveling to Miami and gathering in this certain spot? It's baffling the scientific experts, and it's...
I will say this. Animals' strange behavior is always a precursor to some type of natural disaster. So, and I'll leave it at that.
William Shakespeare was not a real person. William Shakespeare was actually the signature of a man. The name can literally be rearranged to spell seek a wise phrase. And he basically said that the earth is a stage and we fell from the ether down to this theater, which spells earth. So you can be an extra or you can be the main star. And in this matrix, earth is our mother and our father is heaven, or God, also known as the ether. In Norse mythology, Thor is the god of gods. His father is Odin, which is the god of the Aesir, or Asgard, which is the ether. Malkuth to the Kether, Malkuth being earth, Kether the ether. Inside the ether, we're light beings. Low vibrational light becomes matter. We fall in consciousness. Frequency matter becomes light. It becomes illuminated. It raises its frequency through love. Either you control your mind or you become mind controlled. We are chess players or we are pawns, just like the Masonic homage to the checkerboard, spirit and matter. We are material bodies being driven by eternal forces called the seven luminaries. We are the seven Elohim. We are the Anunnaki. We are the seven chakras that are within us. We are good and bad. Enlil and Enki is our ego and higher mind fighting each other. We make decisions every day and we battle ourselves. It's our higher nature versus our lower nature. We want to have cheat days. Some of us cheat on our partners. Some of us lie. We can be players or we can be ascended masters of the universe. Master is the main star. Or you can be a non-playable character, which is an NPC or a bot, no ambition or diligence, a couch potato, a sloth, a loser, not a winner. We don't want to be extras. We want to be the main movie star. Life can be a dream or a nightmare. We are either dreaming the dream that we want or we're stuck in someone else's dream. If you do not do the spiritual work, which is gain as much information as possible, stay healthy, be aware at all times of your surroundings, we come from purity and all the information in the universe. Hence, we came from pure intelligence. And we fell down into form and lost our memory. That's why babies have no memory. We are wiped clean. And our goal is to remember everything and wake up. We fell asleep. It's time to wake up, Neo. You are the one. It is time to be a werewolf in the Matrix. You either follow the rabbit down the rabbit hole or you stay asleep. Now choose.
Choose. This was a lot of the hidden knowledge and stuff that was safe kept and kind of like, that's why they say in Freemasonry, you go from being in the dark to the light, because they feel as though people that are non-Freemasons that is not getting the knowledge, stuff like this and more, a whole bunch of other stuff is in the dark. And once you cross into it, you become into the light because you become knowledgeable. You start to see. But it's still, some bullshit. You can figure it out on your own. You ain't got to be in no organization. I'm here to tell you. Ask God, start praying, start asking him for discernment, start asking him for wisdom, start asking him to speak to you, and he will. I have little, like my arms are goosebump when I have that feeling. Like I have all kind of little indicators with inside of me that I've learned and realized is my little spidey senses, as I say, that tell me different things. And so you can really get the knowledge yourself, especially with the internet now, and then start learning, ask God to show you. So when you read something and you learn it, I always ask God to give me signs, show me stuff. And when I tell you, he be on point, he be like immediate. I'd be like, dang, I just asked you. It works.
Let me tell you a true story, Beats of Boom. What do you mean people live in the Grand Canyon? People are saying that you need to take an 8-mile hike to either go in or out, or you have to go with a mule or a helicopter or something like that. People are saying that this is in Supai, Arizona, and it's called the Supai Village. Not only that, guys, people are saying that these people has been there for over 1,000 years. You hear that? People are saying that they have their own culture, their own tradition, and their own laws, that you need a reservation to even go there. I heard there's no Wi-Fi, no cell service, and they get their packages delivered through a mule. So no, Amazon ain't pulling up over there. Shut up! This is wild, guys. Because usually they said that nobody could even go to the Grand Canyon, And what I'm hearing is that there's only 200 people there. Make it 201 because I want to go there right now. Shut up! People are saying that it's become like a third world country, that nobody could go there. Guys, I don't know if that's true or not. This is what I heard. And let's not forget, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I would not know what's going on in the Grand Canyon. I'm in my house right now. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
If this village is true, how many of y'all think y'all could survive without Wi-Fi and all that other jazz that we take for granted? I'm just asking.
Paranormal investigator Dan Rivera has just been found dead in his hotel room while he was on tour with the Annabelle doll as its primary caretaker. Now, this information is according to the organization hosting the doll's tour across America, and they posted online that Dan suddenly died while at an event with the doll this past weekend. Dispatch records show that firefighters and medics rushed to his hotel on Sunday night where they performed CPR, but the cause of death has not been disclosed. Dan was only 54 years old and was the lead investigator for the New England Society for Psychic Research. Annabelle will continue traveling throughout the US for the next few months.
First of all, if that's not a case of fuck around and find out, if you guys remember the video I posted maybe a couple months ago whenever it was in New Orleans, the Annabelle doll, I was like, why are y'all playing with this? Like, just stop. Ugh. Well, see, look what happened. R.I.P. to him. And I'm not being insensitive. I'm just saying, look what happened.
So I just saw some crazy shit on this app. So they're saying in Tennessee, at a Walmart, a lady was attacked by a man. But it just wasn't no regular attack. The man that attacked her started biting her. Mind you, when the police came, they taped off the area, but they quarantined everything and everybody that was in that area. And this shit sounds like some movie shit, because they're saying that the mayor of their city held a town meeting telling everybody about the situation. Shit is so crazy that they're saying that the hospital that they took the woman to, the store that the woman got bitten, they're all quarantined. What the hell is going on in Tennessee? And to top it off, the whole town is going crazy. So crazy that the town was ordered to bring the National Guard there. Police is going crazy. Why didn't we hear about this? The guy that's reporting the video said that he went to a Walmart to grab him some water. He's in an aisle and he hears people screaming and running. So what did he do? He ran as well. And listen to this crazy shit. The first lady that got bit, they're saying that when she got to the hospital, she was there for a little while and then she got up and started attacking people, trying to bite them. Now, I don't know how true this shit is because, like I said, once again, this just came across my timeline. But I'm gonna have to jump down this rabbit hole and find out exactly what happened, because if some shit like this is going on there, that means it can happen just about anywhere.
I'm out.
I don't really have no words for that. The hell? Oh, what the hell?
They've got videotape, and all of a sudden they don't. You know, you have the director of the FBI on the show saying there's no tape. If there was, nothing you're looking for is on those tapes. Like, what? Why'd they say there was thousands of hours of tapes of people doing horrible shit? Why'd they say that?
Right.
Didn't Pam Bondi say that?
What, are you talking about Epstein or Diddy?
Yeah, Epstein.
Yeah, she said it literally, I think, a week before you had the FBI director sitting here telling you there was nothing, right?
They be lying?
What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. God established me. So you ain't nothing you can do to me.
I like Deion Sanders, and I like his arrogance. I do. I love it. So, but let's keep going.
Donald Trump has spoken, and so have we. He says, I am very nice all the time, but that it means nothing. He forget in global affairs, words are never just words. Every gesture, every silence carries weight. So, let me be clear. Just hours after he questioned our intentions, over 700 of our drones soared across Ukrainian skies. Not as a threat, but as a demonstration. A demonstration of resolve, of capability, of what happens when Russia is underestimated. Trump once praised strength. Now he questions it. That is his choice. As for the United States pausing weapon shipments and then scrambling to resume them, it tells us everything. Confusion, indecision, hesitation, and now he considers sending Patriot missiles, expensive toys, won't stop consequences. We do not react to speeches, we respond to actions. So if Mr. Trump believes this is a turning point, perhaps he is right.
I will say this. I feel it. Like all that bumping. Where's the action? Put the action behind your words if you about that life. But I will say this: a house divided will fall. Confusion is not of God, and He was right. It lets you know that guess what? You're not as poised and as ready and as like the big shit as you bump your mouth to be. Basically, a pair of lips will say anything.
This is allegedly the storm that took place over Texas, y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, I ain't never seen nothing like this. Now, people been saying, they've been asking Grok, is this AI? And Grok said, nah. So I'm really gonna need y'all help with this one. Do y'all think this is AI? I'm gonna show y'all the video. But I'm like, what the fuck is this? Look at this shit, y'all. What the hell is that? What is that? Is that like water just pouring down in one spot? It looked like it's a fire. Look at that, y'all. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's real, but that's allegedly the video that's circulating saying that was the cloud that was over Texas, y'all. Now, if that's true, have y'all ever seen anything like that? It looked like a battle was taking place up in the clouds on some Star Wars shit. Like, was that water just dropping down profusely? Like somebody cut on the faucet and forgot to turn it off type shit. It's among other things that I want to say. Direct, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know what I'm talking about down below in the comments. Let me know.
I ain't catch it. I ain't catch on. Maybe you guys did. I don't know what you're talking about. But I do know that that's crazy if it is real. It looked fake. But at this point, I'm going to be honest with you. They got so much wild I'm about to say wild shit. So wild shit going on in the world that is like, I don't know. And then it'd be like, it's true. So I'm not going to put nothing past it. I don't know. Y'all let me know though.
The Simpsons predicted the Texas floods, and now their latest prediction is seriously disturbing. Just listen to this.
Great blackout. We had no power and no prospects of getting it.
What is it? What is it? We'll never know! Don't worry, kids. The government will help. The government cannot help itself, let alone you. So to take your minds off your troubles, I propose some kind of games, either hunger or squid.
And just 3 days ago, Trump flagged this exact thread.
No, I'm not kidding. You don't have to hook into the grid, which is old and, could be taken out. If it's taken out, they wouldn't have any way to get any electricity.
You don't have to hit us with missiles. Just knock out the grid and boom. No electricity, no communication. And he's right. They've been warning us. What are you gonna do when you wake up and your phone doesn't work? No texts, no calls, no news. And the government, they can't help themselves, let alone you. The only source of power left is the sun. That's why everyone in my family now has one of these. The strongest solar power bank on the market. Charges with sunlight, wireless charging, built-in cords, USB, USB-C, emergency flashlight, and is waterproof, dustproof, and shockproof. It's like your lifeline in one compact device. With the way these floods and outages are happening back to back, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and be screwed. But here's the problem. These keep going viral and sell out like crazy. If you see the link in this video, that means they just restocked. If you don't, you might already be too late.
I let his little promotional videos stay in there because I do think it's important that we get portable and like stuff like that as, a collective. But, he was doing his little TikTok shop advertisement. I ain't mad at you. But I will say this. I know it's going to happen. When it's going to happen, I don't know. But I do know the power grid will be one thing that's going to fail in the grand scheme of trying to push us into their New World Order. So I would suggest water, canned goods, and the old school can opener, the one you put on the can and you got to twist, because your power one will not work. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I just thought about that. And so I wrote it on my little list. I was like, I got to get me another non-power can opener because my other one broke. But for real, y'all, now I have my tooth on this side hurt, and then I cracked one on this side. I gotta go back to the dentist. This is like, I'm so tired of the dentist. But I will say this, now is the best time to start stacking up. The things that you can stack up on don't go bad. So stack up, be prepared, and not be proactive instead of reactive.
Oh my God, Diddy, okay, Diddy. My mind is actually blown. I know that he was with his mother, but when he testified, or Cassie testified that his mother watched and directed him to be rougher on Cassie, I'm like, good God, that girl was completely trapped. She was completely trapped, but that's an Illuminati family. They sleep with their own children, they incest their kids, and they go on, and I don't even think it's really his mother. Again with the wig. I'm here, yes, his mother, his alleged mother, the woman that calls herself Mrs. Combs, whatever, I don't know what she calls herself. I mean, she's not bad looking, but when you see what she does, you know she's a pure demon. Yeah, she's probably his aunt. I don't know that it's his mother, but do you know just in concept how evil that is? Well, they're Illuminati. They're chosen families. And then the guy, oh my God, I was like, the guy, I forget which guy it is. One actor that plays the dad, and he was having sex with Diddy. I'm like, I can't. Carl Winslow, yes. That made me throw up in my mouth. That guy wears a sweater on TV. He's rather portly. And is he your daddy's age? But then Diddy likes them dark, black, and daddy-like. Because he didn't have a daddy, so he wants to. Yeah, that's what Diddy's about. Yeah, so he's after everybody. And the thing that Cassie said, that she called her grandfather, and then, see, I'm going to tell you that. Cassie, TD Jakes, another one. Yeah, please give him all your money in the name of Christianity, evangelical. Yeah, do it. Do it. Okay, so anyway, here's what I'm gonna say. When you ask me if I trust Allie Carter, implicitly, because I know what she's saying is true. I know what she's saying is true from my own experience, not from me being trafficked through that circle, but I understand in the sex industry and what they do to kids. She's not lying. Everybody knows that. Kids have been disappearing out of flop houses and trap houses all over Hollywood for years, okay? For years and years and years. So the fact that Diddy is going down for what Allie Carter says, and you're questioning if she's saying what's accurate, is funny to me. When Cassie said that he made her call him Pop Pop, and I think they were saying it's in reference to her grandfather. Obviously, Cassie made the mistake that a lot of young women make. They tell their boyfriends, their lovers, their husbands, their hostage takers, whatever you want to call them. Husband hostage taker, boyfriend pervert, they tell them their weaknesses from their childhood. Like, I was abused and raped by insert name of relative. It's always relative. Anyway, when they do that, then Diddy had that information. So he further tortured her, or whatever she did, pee in her mouth, and call him Pop Pop. He was reiterating abuse to her that he knew about her. That would be the only reason he would do that. That guy doesn't have a decent bone in his body. He probably did the same thing to his daughters. Period. And if he didn't, he was gonna.
Number one, Diddy mama and that Party City wig gets me every time. Like, girl, I know you got enough money to go buy you a bust down, whatever they be saying about the wigs, the good ones, the ones that look like, oh, I see you. Not that Party City wig that she be wearing. Secondly, I don't know. I don't know. Let me rephrase that. I know for sure. I don't want my mama nowhere near when I'm doing my thing, let alone directing me when I'm doing my thing. That is some weird ass shit. And that's the same stuff that happened with the Kardashians. Like, they do some weird shit. Like, it is odd. I know in regards to Cassie telling him stuff to be used against her, I can honestly say I learned that lesson the hard way, that you don't have to be an open book like that. No deception, but everybody ain't got to know everything. It's a past. It happened in the past. And so sometimes you just need to leave it there or tell it into your journal or your therapist. I learned that lesson the hard way, and it's something I have to keep reminding myself of. And lastly, as I said in my other videos, where are the children? Where are the children? Where are all these missing kids? Where are the children? That's all I want to know. But, interesting dynamic. Yeah. I can't relate. So everybody, we've reached the end. This was a lot going on in this video. A lot of interesting knowledge and topics. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I say, every video I enjoy doing this. I love this. So I'm not gonna hold you because it was a long video and I had yapped my mouth a lot in the beginning intro. So I'm going to let you guys go. I should have another video out within the next week. Hopefully sooner. I will try, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. During the week, I be busy. And the weekends, still a busy bee. But I will not forget y'all. So I'm going to close this out. I hope to see you guys on the next video. And until then, bye.